Hello and welcome to Horror Rewind. This is Kelly Florence.
And I'm Meg Hofdahl.
And in the background is my dishwasher, the third co-host.
It just started like really loud all of a sudden right when we started recording, so.
But you know what? We got to multitask, people, because we got things going on. And today we're talking about Don't Worry, Darling.
I feel like the dishwasher is kind of a good like background noise for this movie because those women wish they had dishwashers.
Yeah, there you go. Now, we're going to say off the top, we are going to get into spoilers, but just so you know, if you haven't seen it yet, we would recommend going to see it. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. You know, I said when we came out, I'm like, it's like a really good Black Mirror episode is what it felt like.
And guess what, y'all? Harry Styles can act. He's fine. I don't know what anybody's complaining about. Also, it was so fun to be in the theater with strictly only Harry Styles fans.
Yeah.
I think we were the only ones there who were not there specifically for Harry Styles, and it was so fun.
Yeah, like we were the only ones there who were like, we enjoy thrillers.
A thriller.
Yeah, everyone there was much younger than us, and they were
audibly,
they were so there for Harry Styles.
It was so fun, but see, that's the way I act about like most things. So I would just like to see it in other people.
It's I mean, this girl in front of us like had to like cover her mouth several times, and I think Harry delivered some good sex scenes.
Oh my god,
he did some dancing,
he did some singing.
Yeah.
Now here comes a spoiler, so la 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 if you're not gonna watch it yet. He also played a really great dirtbag.
Yeah, he did, because he seems perfect and wonderful, and you're like, yeah, I would make a drink for him when he comes home from work. But then you see the flip side of it, and they uglified him too.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing. Speaking of uglifying and beautifying things. This movie aesthetically was so visually beautiful. I love how it was shot. Olivia Wilde, you're a queen. It reminded me of some scenes from Edward Scissorhands and Tim Burton-esque about with the colors and the costumes and the overhead shots, and then the extreme close-ups. Like there was that juxtaposition where it was just like, you're a little bit too close to this cup of coffee or whatever you're looking at. And then we get these huge perspective shots of like, they're in the middle of Palm Springs and there's no humanity outside of this area.
They're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's, you know, obviously you go in, you know, there's some sort of like sci-fi something, you know, something's up. And the trailers, I think my only complaint is I felt like the trailers showed so much.
They give away way too much.
They give away way
the guys
too
in
much.
red running up the hill, like I knew that was still going to happen.
Yeah. So, you know, that is a disappointment, and I wish that I'd seen less in the trailer. That would have made everything feel a little bit more like fresh. But that being said, yes, I love the direction. I love the music. It was so creepy. It was kind of that White Lotus, like breathy type music. And there's a lot of like reverse shots, and obviously a lot of use of mirrors and glass, and like, I don't know, it's a really neat aesthetic piece. I love that about it. And obviously it's attacking the patriarchy, which, you know, is one of our favorite things.
It's definitely talking about hysteria and gaslighting. They even say, don't be hysterical. It reminded me of the play that you wrote in college, especially when she's cleaning the windows, and then all of a sudden the window is right up against her and she's up against the wall of just feeling trapped.
Yeah.
And your space getting smaller. Also, one of the most disturbing scenes in the movie is when she just starts putting the saran wrap around her head nonchalantly, and then like, I don't even know how they filmed that because that made me feel icky.
I know. I was thinking
just
that
seeing
too.
that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Also, she starts to lose time. Like, she's in the bathtub, and then it's like, are you still in the bathtub?
Yeah.
And she doesn't know how she got home. That feels so gross.
I mean, I love the concept of like not being able to trust your own brain. I love that, where she goes out and she touches that thing, and then all of a sudden she wakes up and Harry Styles is making dinner.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened? And I loved it. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't like there's a twist where you're like, oh my god, this is a simulation. Like, I'm so shocked. But at the same time, it was done well so that, you know, it reveals itself. And Chris Pine's super creepy.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
I think that the twist that I appreciated, and we talked about this on the way out of the movie, is that you don't know if the men are in on it or if they just happen to have gotten pulled into this too. But then, of course, the end reveals that the men chose this. Those fuckers.
Yeah, that's really. And I said to Kelly when we were leaving, I'm like, it's scary how many men would choose this.
Yeah.
Like, who are in the situation that Harry Styles' character is in, where it's like they want it to be 1950s again.
Well, and you look at the amount of people who are like, we need to get back to family values.
Yeah,
It's like, well,
yeah.
yeah, that's what you want. You want your wife cooking and cleaning and handing you a drink when you walk in the door.
Yeah, yep.
Ugh. But also then, on the flip side of that, it was interesting how, this is also a spoiler for WandaVision, Olivia Wilde's character, Bunny, chose because she could have her kids there, and in the real world, her kids were dead. And so it's like, at what cost would you be in a simulation in order to be happy?
I mean, and that is something that's been explored in, like, Black Mirror and things like that. And, like, would you rather live in a simulation where, you know... I mean, part of me wants to live in that simulation for the costumes.
Oh my god, yeah. And the drinks.
Yeah.
They always had a good cocktail hour.
Yes, they did. Yeah, so no, I thought it was really well done. And, yeah, if you like Twilight Zone, Black Mirror, it has that feeling. And Florence Pugh is such a goddess.
Oh, I love her so much.
I love her, and I thought she did excellent. And I know there's, like, all this stuff going on about this movie and, like, all the drama.
It's distracting
outside.
from... Yeah, like,
it is
who
distracting.
cares?
Yeah, who cares? And also, side note, I feel strange, but I'm not in love with Chris Pine.
No, I'm not either. I know people are really digging his long hair right now.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, you do you, Chris
Yeah.
Pine.
I feel like I should be in love with him. This is like a Jake Gyllenhaal situation where I'm not.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know?
Also, like, I'm in love with Harry Styles, but not as much as the rest of the crowd. Oh my god, when there was a preview for My Policeman, and it looks like it might be a threesome, like, bisexual situation.
Yeah.
The crowd was freaking out.
Yeah, they were very ready. That was a good call to have a Harry Styles trailer before that movie, that's for sure. You know, I'm not in love with Harry Styles, but, like, he's super cute. I mean, he's cute. I have eyeballs.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, I think it's unfair when they put this, like, super, I don't know, this, like, really critical lens on singers when they try to act.
I know, it's like Elvis.
Yeah.
Also, Harry, I think he did a great job. Like, it was
Yeah.
completely fine.
Yeah, it was fine. I was, like I said, I was questioning myself, like, can I not tell a bad actor? But I thought he did great. I think people were really hard on him.
I think so too, because they want to be, because he's like the biggest.
Because it's
star.
annoying because he's good looking and he can dance and sing and now act.
Yeah. Also, speaking of dancing, the choreography in this movie was really great. They had a lot of ballet scenes, and then they had a lot of, like, old-timey dancer scenes that were part of the hypnosis. I don't know. What would you call that? It was almost like Clockwork Orange, because their eyes were being held open. It was so gross.
Yeah.
And she just looked wrong. They both looked wrong. Because, like, how are they getting fed? Do they have feeding tubes or something?
So he said... So, okay, this is my understanding, is that when they go to work, he goes in the real world, and he has to take care of her body.
Oh,
there.
God. Okay, no, that's
And that's
true.
why he was, like, putting
He's like, I hate it. That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he has to go to the real world and make money, he said. Like, make real money in the real world doing something.
Oh, my God.
And
That's
then
disgusting.
take care of her body.
Why?
I know. Isn't that gross? I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, so he's, like, cleaning her bedpan or what? Like, that's upsetting. That's very upsetting.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So
that's horror.
It is horror. I wonder what these young women, these 19-year-olds, 17-year-olds that were there, like, thought about the whole sort of message about the patriarchy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they were busy focused on other things, but
Yeah.
hopefully it got to their brainstem and they...
Oh, and this is a big spoiler, but I was so proud when Florence Pugh, Harry Styles, beautiful looking Harry Styles, comes up behind her and he's like, stay with me and whatever, and she thinks of all the good memories and that from the poster, it's ironic because it's a poster and you hadn't seen it yet, and then they're in bed together and they look glorious.
Yeah.
And no, she chose to kill that effer
Yeah.
and leave.
Yep.
And Gemma Chan go girl, chose to kill Chris Pine.
Ooh, that was
And
nice.
when she twisted the
I
knife,
know.
yeah!
Yes.
I was so happy.
Yeah, the knife twist was really good. And, it was nice to have his wife kill him rather than Florence Pugh.
Yeah,
I think.
I like that too.
I think it just made more sense.
I love when she came out covered in blood. It's like almost every single wife like seemed to flip their switch.
Yes.
And I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. It was kind of like, okay. And I also like the ending where we don't show her waking up in
Yeah.
bed. We just
Yeah.
know that she does.
Yep.
And then she's probably going to go around and save all these women.
Yeah.
That's what I like to think, is that she's
Yep.
like, okay, I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah, because
go-
she's like, where are the bodies?
Yeah. So she's going to go, like, unhook them from this world.
Oh, God. You know what? I'll watch the sequel.
Yes, I would love that. I don't think that's going to
No,
happen.
it's not. Also, Nick Kroll, I haven't seen him as this semi-creepy dude
Yeah,
before.
that was cool.
And Kate Berlant was great, but she's perpetually pregnant. That'd be disgusting.
Yeah, what is wrong with
Ugh.
What is wrong with these men? Yeah, she's always pregnant, but
But
it's
it was-
the 60s, so she can drink.
It was super funny how they're just like, have another drink. It's good for the baby.
Yeah.
We don't encourage that,
No.
friends. We're just
No,
saying
no.
that was
in
the
a
era.
simulation.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good time. Like I said, I wish I hadn't seen like everything in the freaking trailer.
I know, because I'm like, I know she's going to be driving through the
Yeah,
desert, and
yeah.
I know that she's going to be running up
Yeah,
this hill.
yeah.
Not Kate Bush style.
Yeah, running up that. Yeah.
Okay, let's rank this movie on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being you hated it, 10 you think it's a perfect movie. The scale has to be what? They were chopping lemons a lot. Did you notice that? What was that about?
I don't know.
Maybe for drinks or
Cocktails?
something.
Yeah.
The red airplane toy?
The red airplane toy. Okay.
How many red airplane toys do you give? Don't worry, darling.
I'm gonna give it 8.5. I think it was really good. I enjoyed it, but it didn't there wasn't anything about it that like blew my fucking mind or anything.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
I was going to give it an 8 right off the top of those little red airplanes. And also, oh my God, the woman, I can't think of her name now, but the first woman who's
Margaret.
comes, to her senses, and she's trying to tell everybody else, and Florence Pugh just knows something is off. Alice.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
that was so freaking creepy. And when she's
Yeah.
on the roof and she slits her own throat and then falls.
And then nobody will listen to Florence Pugh. And then also like they took her simulated child away to make it seem like she caused his death.
My God.
going out
That's
there.
right. He never existed.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, like once you
The more I
start
think
thinking
about
about it, it's like, whoa. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Well, we like the movie.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're watching, because I'm clearing my throat. Sorry. We're looking for things to watch. Last week, we had a book event for the Science of Witchcraft, and we have all this merch, y'all. You need to go to Dan Pecci. .com, I think it is, right?
Yeah, I'll double check.
Okay,
but
and it's Ghouls Rule.
Yeah, it's Ghouls Rule. It's he is super talented. Yeah, Dan Pecci, PECCI.com. He's got Ghouls Rule.
It's under the Science of Horror tag,
Yes.
so look there.
T-shirts, mugs, everything.
Tote bags, pins, stickers, jewelry.
And when you get something, show us,
Yes.
tag us, and we want to see you in your Ghouls Rule gear.
So we have ordered, you'll see on there, the bomber jackets made specifically designed for us, but you can order them too, and we are going to be sporting them on our book tour. So
Yes.
speaking of, this isn't book tour, but tomorrow, if you are in the Duluth, Minnesota area, we're going to be having a live SAG-AFTRA reading of our pilot script, Hellcats. It's about witches. And then the next in-person event, I don't know, we're so busy, is going to be in the Twin Cities. We're going to be doing a secret movie night. We can't tell you what movie, but if you show up at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, October 12th, you get, I think you get a free popcorn.
yeah, I think it's like it was at $10 and you get a free popcorn.
And you get to watch a movie with us. There's going to be trivia after, and you get prizes.
Yeah. So I mean, if that doesn't get you there, I don't know what will. But we'll be happy to see you there.
And then just a few days later, we will be in Boston, Massachusetts at the Raven Bookstore for a signing. And a few days after that, Salem, Massachusetts. A few days after that, Los Angeles, California at Dark Delicacies. What are you waiting for? Come out and see us.
Yes, we want to see you.
Also, I think this is a good time to talk about what is happening the week right before Halloween. Are you a horror writer? Do you want to be? Do you want to come spend a lovely week in Duluth, Minnesota at a writer's retreat with us? You can sign up through bluefractal.net. We're going to be talking about nonfiction writing, fiction writing. We will give you feedback on something that you are currently working on. We'll talk about getting in with a publisher, getting a literary agent, all of these things in the comfort of a home, a nice rented home with 3 meals cooked for you and plenty of snacks and alcohol.
And I think we're going to do some horror field trips in the evening.
We just found out about the terror train last night.
Yeah.
Oh my God, speaking of, look, it's on cue. It's literally going by.
You said terror train and
it was on
right
cue.
Yeah.
But literally you dress up in a costume and every car has a different
there's like a food car,
there's
live
alcohol,
music,
DJ, a quiet car, and you get to be in costume for 3 hours and just party on a train.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't end up like Train to Busan. Would that be terrifying?
That would be terrifying. Isn't there a Jamie Lee Curtis movie called like Terror Train?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen it. They should have that in one of the cars where you watch it.
Yes. Also, like, I think having Train to Busan playing while you're on a train, that would
gosh,
be terrifying.
That would be. I love that movie.
I love it too.
That is such a good movie. I cry every time.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So, see, there's lots of things coming up. Now,
Yes.
Meg, the big question is, what are you going to be for Halloween
I
this year?
don't know.
Well, I'm going to be a witch.
Oh, I suppose I should probably be a witch too. I haven't done my due diligence and got a costume yet, but I'm gonna do it.
Like last year, I knew for like almost a year that I had to be Cassie from Promising Young Woman, and this year it's like, well, I just have to be a witch because our witchcraft book came out.
Yeah.
So it's just
I should
it's
probably
like
be a witch. I might want to be a specific witch.
Yeah.
Or do I want to be just a general witch?
maybe
I don't know.
maybe it should be you. You know,
What are you
like
trying to
you as
say?
are a witch. That we are powerful and independent and strong women
Oh, right.
who
right.
control our own fates.
Yes, I'm that every day.
I love it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be a generic witch, but I'm gonna be me. Just me heightened.
Yeah, love it.
Because, you know. So, also, friends, we want to know what you're going to be for Halloween. So, tag us, share your ideas. We were hearing some fun Halloween costumes last week at our book event. People were saying what they were going to be. And I think it's super cute. My family has never done it, but we were hearing about some group family costumes. Has your family ever done that?
No, when the boys were young, we would do like Mario and Luigi, or like a cat and a dog, or I think they did Garfield and Odie one year when they were like younger and they didn't have as much. Now they like want to do their own things.
Yeah.
So we're not really into the family costumes.
Also,
Everybody's too opinionated.
I know our boys are in 10th grade now, but
Yeah.
Campbell didn't even trick or treat last year. He didn't dress up or anything. He was over it.
Yeah, Fox just put a white sheet over himself and cut out eyes. So I think that's kind of probably what he's going to do again this year. I don't know because I don't know if he's going to want to trick or treat. He is in 10th grade, but I'm hoping maybe because of the little brother, maybe he'll go with him at least. I don't know. Maybe he'll just carry the bucket. I don't know. It's sad.
Aw, they're growing up.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're also happy because it offers us more freedoms. We're not changing diapers currently.
No.
No offense to those who are. But, you know, we all get to this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Except Kate Berlant in Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh, yeah. Just perpetually pregnant.
Oh, God. Okay, so also, sorry, this is a side note, but I know a lot of women enjoy being pregnant. I did not enjoy it for 1 second. Like, I was sick so much.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I'm happy and pregnant. I was always like, everything hurts, you know.
Yeah. I kind of enjoyed it, like, around the second trimester when I wasn't feeling sick and I wasn't huge yet. And it was kind of like, oh, I have a cute little bump.
Okay.
But that was short-lived.
Yeah.
You know?
No, so
This is the true horror.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy for women who do feel decent when they're pregnant because I certainly didn't. But anyway,
Good for you.
yeah, good for you. Yeah, so come see us at a book event. DM us if you want a signed copy. We're happy to mail you one. And until next time, we'll see you in the horror section.
Bye.